And as a third case study here, you had a situation where you integrated two enterprises' digital portfolios. And you're going to need to explain what a digital portfolio is to me first. It's kind of interesting how, actually, from the beginning, with working with you at BizLove, you talked about how BizLove specializes in digital and data enablement. And I kind of like have a vague understanding of what that means. I guess like, compared to like on paper or with analog, you're
Yeah.
doing things analog. But yeah, a digital portfolio. I don't really know what that is. So I'd love to understand what that is. And then you integrate two enterprises' digital portfolios to bring a new cutting edge product to market. And I imagine in that situation, it's particularly complicated because you have two different company cultures.
Yeah. No, thanks for the tee up. And so the space was medical technology, so highly regulated, complex patient data. And I think when you think about two digital footprints, you have to think about all of the complexity of where is it safe? Do they need to be integrated today? Can we integrate them later? And while we were bringing these two companies together, there was also, they were on different stacks, different apps, different Google, Microsoft, completely different. And on top of that, they were very different cultures, geography, backgrounds, expertise. So trying to figure out how to map this digital portfolio together to enable their product, bring the best of both companies into this offering was highly strategic, but also very technical. And I think what's important, and now that I have John at the table with me, he understands how to have that technical conversation. Otherwise, BizLove relies on the technical people within the company to help spar and understand what makes most sense, how to move things. And so what I love about our partnership is having an advisor who can see that and understand that and speak that language is a game changer.
You're still going to have to explain to your technical advisor what a digital portfolio is.
It's like, what is the systems, the apps, the data flow? Where is it coming from? What does it run on? It's all of it.
Oh, I see. Yeah, you were explaining it there when you're talking about stacks and
Yeah.
Google Office Suite versus Microsoft Office Suite.
Yeah.
Yeah. We experienced that same culture clash ourselves.
Yeah. Or like, where does the data come from, the source, or does it come from the environment, and how does it flow? And what is the real value proposition, and how does that compare to the competitors and their digital footprints, right? Everything today is digital. Every conversation.
So provide us with some kind of generalizable takeaways from how, especially in this kind of situation where you have two different cultures, and this could actually happen not just with two different enterprises, but you can have two very different cultures from different teams within an organization. And so give us some kind of generalizable takeaways for how our listeners can, be in a situation like that and succeed at integrating knowledge, teams, digital portfolios, and, succeeding at building something new, maybe involving AI.
Yeah. So culture is, and you said it when we opened the podcast around like technology isn't the barrier. When you're dealing with any kind of what, it's not about the what. It's about the dynamics, the power controls, the how you source ideas and how you bring them to the table, how you communicate, how you reference. It's all the intangibles in an organization that come into play when you're dealing with culture. So back to why BizLove. BizLove is not world-class at anything but people. It's not about the what. It's about who we work with, who we serve, who we enable. And knowing that culture is such a big play in enabling the who, we always work with intangibles. And every time we serve a client, they look different. The intangibles are never the same. And they're always changing in the moment. So being able to pinpoint, understand, quickly comprehend, quickly translate, these are all intangible skills that BizLove has and brings to help navigate and create the bridge between differences and different parties. And I feel like I'm not doing it justice when you try to describe it, because when you try to tell someone about intangibles in words, it does it half justice. But you know it when you feel it, and you receive that when you work with BizLove.